Hello mga ka-learners! Welcome back to part 2 of our lesson 1 entitled Off to the Market We Go. Let us say that you read a newspaper report about relief operations in a province. According to the report, 15 metric tons of rice is needed to supply an evacuation center for a month. Now you are more familiar with the kilogram as a unit of weight. Thus, you want to know how much that quantity is in kilos. As you already know, the metric ton is bigger than the kilogram. So you have to convert a bigger unit of weight to a smaller unit. Once again, you can do this using the unit factor method. Step 1. What quantity are you given? To what unit will you convert this quantity? You are given 15 metric tons. You have to convert this to kilos. Step 2. What unit factor will you use to convert metric tons to kilos? You need to convert metric tons to kilos. You know that there are 1,000 kilos in 1 metric ton. Your unit factor is 1,000 kilograms all over 1 metric ton. Step 3. You can now convert metric tons to kilos by multiplying 15 metric tons by the unit factor. For the following conversions, a quicker way to convert the bigger unit to the smaller unit is by simply multiplying the number of the bigger unit by 1,000. Gram to milligram, kilogram to gram, metric ton to kilogram. Once again, let us try converting 15 metric tons to kilograms. So that's 15 times 1,000 equals 15,000. Thus, 15 metric tons is equal to 15,000 kilos. This is the same answer that we got by using the unit factor method. Let's listen to the continuation of our earlier comic strips. In the house of Frances and Aling Lucing, well, Frances, I was happy to see you so eager to learn today. I had fun too, Nanay. Aling Divina was friendly and patient with me. You know, Frances, we are lucky to have a suki like her. Aling Divina is an honest vendor. She helps her customers choose good quality vegetables. She also gives you the correct weight of anything you buy. Then, it is important that we choose the vendors we buy from. Why, yes, of course. There's also a way for you to check if a vendor is giving you the correct weight. You can do some estimating. Estimating? That's right. Here, hold the 1 kilo of potatoes that we have just bought. Try to get the feel of 1 kilo in your hands. With some practice, you will get used to it. The next time you buy a kilo of vegetables or even meat, you will know how it should feel in your hands. Now that's rather smart. There is another way to estimate. Look at these potatoes. There are 6 of them and all of them are almost the same size. The next time you buy potatoes this big, there should be around 6 of them in a kilo. I really have so much more to learn. You learn fast. I'm sure you will be an expert soon. Thank you for bringing me to the market today, Nanay. You're welcome, Frances. Now, we must make that salad before your cousins arrive. At the start of this lesson, you learned how to read the weights of objects on a weighing scale. This scale is important because the prices of many things that you buy are based on their weights. The best way to know the weight of an object is, of course, to use a weighing scale. Sometimes, you cannot use a scale and you have to make a wise guess about the weight of an object. When you do this, you estimate the weight of that object. In what situations do you usually have to make an estimate? According to Aling Lusing, some vendors may be dishonest. They give you goods that weigh less than what you pay for. When you have this doubt, you can estimate the weight of what you are buying. It is not always dishonesty on the vendor's part. Sometimes the scales they use are already worn out. Worn out scales may not weigh objects correctly. They may have to be replaced with new ones. How can you estimate the weights of objects? Here are two ways. 1. Hold 1 kilo of an object or objects in your hand. The objects may be fruits, meat, or anything you pay for by its weight. Familiarize yourself with the feel of 1 kilo in your hand. The next time you buy a kilo of certain goods, you would know how heavy it should feel in your hands. 2. Count how many objects there are in 1 kilo of goods. These objects should be about the same size. For example, Frances counted 6 potatoes in 1 kilo. The next time you buy a kilo of the same goods, observe if they are as big or as small as those you bought before. If they are, you should have about the same number of goods for this purchase. Let us remember, the instrument used for measuring weight is called a weighing scale. In the metric system, the most commonly used units for weight measurements are milligram, gram, kilogram, and metric ton. 1,000 milligrams is equal to 1 gram. 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. 1,000 kilograms is equal to 1 metric ton. To convert one unit of weight to another, you can use the unit factor method. It consists of 3 steps. Step 1, find out what the given quantity is and to what unit you have to convert this quantity. Step 2, set the unit factor that you need to make the conversion. Step 3, multiply the given quantity by the unit factor. A quicker way to convert from smaller units to bigger unit is to divide the smaller unit by 1,000. Milligram to gram, gram to kilogram, and kilogram to metric ton. A quicker way to convert bigger units to smaller units is to multiply the bigger unit by 1,000. Gram to milligram, kilogram to gram, metric ton to kilogram. When you are not sure about the weight of an item you are buying, you can estimate its weight in 2 ways. Number 1, familiarize yourself with the feel of 1 kilo in your hand. The next time you buy a kilo of goods, you would know how heavy it should feel in your hands. Number 2, when you buy 1 kilo of goods that are of the same size, count how many there are in 1 kilo. The next time you buy a kilo of the same goods, check if they are as big or as small as those you bought before. If they are, you should have about the same number of goods. That's the end of our lesson on the metric system of measurement. See you again at the next module, mga ka-learners!